Welcome back everybody to Lackluster Gaming, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best, and today we have a very special episode. Now Traplight Games, the developer of Big Bang Racing, the game that we now see up on the screen, has reached out to me because it is their 1 year anniversary since the game's global release. Now, they've got a lot of new features, a lot of new changes, and a lot of new items that they've added, and we're going to go through each one of those, describe what they are, and kind of go through them and let you guys kind of help you guys understand them, if you will. So, without any further ado, let's get started. So first off, the entire week to celebrate their 1 year anniversary, we all get gifts every single day just for logging in. And as you can see on screen, we've got this little red floating gift box, and if we tap on it to open it up, boom. Right away, we get one of the new items, the white hole, and this is one of the ones that I personally am most excited about. I know it's not the most asked for development in the game, but this was definitely one that I was looking forward to, and I'll show you how to use it in just a moment. Just remember to log in every single day and you'll be able to get those gifts for the 7 days that they are celebrating the anniversary week from the 24th on. Now, one of the big changes that they're doing is the events. Typically right now they host an event for a creator on YouTube, and that event lasts for 3 days. However, they are changing that, and now from Friday to Sunday there will actually be 3 separate events, which is great. It gives a lot more creators an opportunity to host tournaments of their own to get a little bit more exposure, as well as you guys have more opportunities to gain more free chests just for entering those competitions. Now, the feature that was most requested by the players to be installed into this game was the ability to edit or delete published levels. So once a level is published and put out there, typically we had no way to do anything about it. If you really wanted to get it removed, you'd have to go through Traplight Games, the developers themselves, to have that thing yanked off the market. But now, once you publish it, you will be able to edit or delete it. Now let's move into the editor. Now that we're in the Creator Studio, you can see already that there's a few differences. You can see that my name now has unranked creator and 6 stars below it, 100 likes to first rank. So let's go into that top tab where it says top creators. And if we open that up, you can see that there's a ranking system for the top creators, and every month it will be reset and restarted so that you can all compete basically. And the more likes that your levels get, the more rewards you will get. Now if we go back over to the My Levels tab, you can see right under where my profile picture should be. Now remember, this is a developer build, so it is not my actual profile. However, LackLusterYT, that is me and that is my current name, but unranked creator, and there are 6 stars. So once I create a level, and you can see next to my name it says 100 likes to first rank. Once I gain 100 likes on levels that I have created and published, then I will earn my first star. I don't know particularly what the ranks are yet, but it's just a nice way to earn prestige amongst your other creators and for people to see like how dedicated to the game you really are. And plus, I believe there are going to be rewards issued to people who earn those different ranks. And now for the moment you guys have all been waiting for. I gotta jump into one of my saved levels for this. Now, granted, I am not one of the best level creators. I do use a tablet, so I've got a nice big screen. I can make pretty decent lines and everything, but for the most part, my levels, they always have some type of flaw or something, so this is just a very general rough draft, and I'm just showing it so that you guys can understand how these new pieces work, so that you can use your creativity to do whatever you want and create these really awesome levels that I'm excited to play. Now, let's go over the white hole. Now you can see the item right there above me, and you can also see it right over here to the side. It is the exact opposite of the black hole, where instead of sucking you into a center, it pushes you outward. So how can we use this, you might ask? Let me show ya. So we all know that the black hole brings you in close, and you can double them up to get the desired effect. Again, not the greatest creator, Not even the greatest racer, but you get the point. But how does the white hole work and how can you use it? Let me show ya. Instead of being sucked down into a center, it can push you out up against a wall, which is fantastic. And I'm really excited about this one to see what you guys can come up with. Now, me specifically, I came up with a very simple S-curve, but I imagine that you can utilize the two together where you get pushed out on one wall, sucked into another, pushed back out onto another wall. I'm really looking forward to what you guys can create with this thing. Now, you may have noticed a new tab in the edit section, the advanced tab. Now, on yours, it's probably going to be blacked out, but because I have the developer version right now, you can see that we have these CC enforcers. Now, what these do, me currently, I'm just over 700, I think. I don't even know what my CCs are at the moment. But if I wanted to design a level where everybody had to race at the exact same CCs, this CC enforcer forces everybody, anybody who starts that race, to be the CCs that you determine. They come in various sizes, starting at 100. You also have a 250, a 500, an 800, and a 1200. So, just for playing around's sake, I took the 1200 because the little S-curve that I had made for the demonstration for the white hole, my vehicle, it's a little bit too slow and it works. It gets the job done, but it doesn't work the way I really want it to. So putting down that 1200cc enforcer and then starting it out makes the drive look a lot cleaner, where I stick to the walls a whole lot better. And it definitely, I mean, obviously the level can use some work, but look at that and how much better it flows through the track at that CC. I think it's a great thing that they've added. Unfortunately, the only downside to it is that you can't have more than one. So you can't start the race off at 1200 cc's and then build another portion of the track where you can force everybody's CCs to change back down to like 500 or something similar, that sort of idea. And I'm sure that that's something that the developers are working on, and it may come in the future. I have no official word of that, but that's what I would like to see personally for this new update. Now, if we scroll further down on the advanced tab, you'll notice the power switch and power plate. Now, the CC enforcers, they cost a ton of gold. I don't know that those are the firm prices once the game is released on the 27th. However, some of them even cost gems, the 1200 CC enforcer costing all the way up to 8,000 gems. Now, we know that 7,000 gems cost $45, so that's a hefty price to pay, or a very, very long time to wait to build up to get one of these. So this is really nice that we're able to see it and view it right here on screen, so you guys don't have to wait forever for anybody to earn it or to buy it. If we scroll a little bit more to the right on the new advanced tab, you can see we've got the power switch and the power plate. What do these two things do? Basically, they have the same function, but with a different mechanic. So let me demonstrate. First off, I've put a power switch. There's also a power plate on the ground at the moment, but pay no attention to that one first. But if we have this switch, right, it can power multiple things, but I only have it hooked up to one specific elevator. Now, I've tilted the elevator horizontally or vertically, whatever you want to say. I think it's, yeah, vertically. That's just so obvious. But I'm utilizing this elevator instead of an elevator to elevate something. I'm using it more of as a gate. So if we close this out and demonstrate, basically once your character drives over the switch, it will activate the gate, opening it up, letting you through. So now let's talk about the pressure plate. I've already dragged one in, and as you can see, the way to use this is you have the device or the mechanic that you want the pressure plate or the switch to activate already out on the field, or you want to put it on later, whatever, but you have to have both basically on your screen to be able to connect them. And now to connect them, there is this little plug in the top right there, and that gives you this wire. Now we can zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in so you guys can see this a little bit easier. If we push on the pressure plate, we're going to click on the plug, we're going to drag it over to the device that we want it to operate. So we let go and it's already done. And just for demonstration, if we press drive, so once we have it all set up, we activate the switch There we go. It took a second, but you get the idea. Now, the main difference between the plate and the switch is that the plate can be activated by something other than your vehicle. So, as we are shown right here, now obviously you'd have to have your vehicle set off a chain reaction and a bunch of stuff falls, and then suddenly you have a rock that's going to fall on the pressure plate, causing it to activate. Once you finally get over to the device that it is working on, boom, the rock falls, hits the plate, opens, shuts. You make it through just in time. Just one more time with a little bit different of a view so you can actually see it in action. If my character is next to the device that is going to be activated, we press drive, the rock falls, hits the plate, the door opens. And then it closes right away. Now, as far as the switch goes, if we remove the plate, we go into the advanced tab, we add a power switch, we add that right below, and it's the same mechanic as far as connecting the two, where you drag the plug onto the device you want it to operate, close that off. If we press drive and have a rock hit the switch, nothing is going to happen. Your vehicle must hit the switch to make it operate the device you were wanting to operate. Now let's talk about the new goals. First off, we've got a rubber and a rolling metal goal. As you can see right now selected, I've got the rubber. Now if we swap through them, this is your metal. This is your standard, and there you go is the new metal one. So the metal one rolls. So basically what that means is that you can have it roll down a hill. You have to have your guy chase it down and you have to catch up to it, whatever. Or you can use something like the rubber ball, just a little bit more ingenuity, where this rubber one would actually bounce. And let's see if we can catch it. There it is. Bounces onto your guy. Or where we're using it to roll, or we can use the metal ball and have our guy chase it down a hill. Now essentially you could do the same chase with the rubber ball as well, but it would just bounce a lot more. There's a little bit more weight, more gravitational effect, and less spring load onto the metal ball than there is the rubber ball. But those are the two new goal balls. Now let's check out the 3 new epic decorations. If we go to the decorations tab, scroll all the way to the right, you can see we now have a gem torch, a gem fountain, and the gem rain. Now currently the prices are 1,000 gems for the gem torch, 5,000 for the gem fountain, and 10,000 for the gem rain. However, they really do add a level of immersion into the levels that I just really enjoy. So if we close this out, you can see I've got the torch and the fountain already put down into my map, and the torch is actually a lot bigger than you would assume. Now I do have it buried a little bit just to, you know, cover up the very bottom portion of the torch, as well as the fountain. They can both float in space as well, and this is basically what they will look like while they're floating around. They also make their own little noises. Now as far as the gem rain goes, and there you go, there's the noise that you get when your vehicle drives by it. But if we go back into the editor tab and we scroll over, now we've got the gem rain. Now you can't place it, it is automatically placed on its own, and if you scroll up you can see it's all the way up in the top corner here, and it's actually a little bit difficult to remove. You have to get right in there above my gems, which by the way, 87,000 gems. We're going to use all of those and open all epic chests in the next video, so make sure if you're not subscribed already, do so, because that is more than $450 worth of chest openings, which is absolutely insane. But basically, there you go, there's the gem rain effect with the new decoration. As you can see, the gems fall from the sky like meteorites, exploding into the earth, and it just looks really kind of cool. It's just another neat decoration to make your level look unique. But there you have it, folks. That is most of, if not all of, the new features and new editor items that they're including in this 1-year anniversary. Congratulations to Trap Light Games, and thank you so much for the opportunity to make these videos for you. Thank you guys for joining me and making this community possible. And remember, my tournament starts on August 18th, so make sure you're there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be live streaming some of it. We're going to post a lot lot of the footage of you guys here on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed, give this video a like, and come on back. We'll see you tomorrow for that chest opening. I love you guys. Peace out.